What's up, people? Toadslayer72 here. I know it's been a minute since I put a video up. Sorry about that. I've been fishing. I got life things, family stuff going on, so it's been tough to make the time to do this. But I had to break out the camera for this guy. It's the Moreau Baits 5-inch topwater rat. I just got it the other day in the mail. This is obviously the brown color. He makes 3 other colors, 4 total, and I guess he'll do custom colors too. But the 3 other colors that you can get are white, gray, and sick looking black, like all black with like some crazy Terminator red eyes, zombie eyes or whatever. But the bait's listed as 5 inches long, and this has got to be the first bait that I've measured that's actually exactly what it says it is. From the tip of the nose here to the end of the hard part of the body where the tail comes out right here is exactly 5 inches long. It's about 1.5 inches wide here in the rear end. It's bigger than I thought it was going to be for a 5-inch bait, which I'm happy about. I'd rather have something a little bit bigger, but I'll take this. It's it's a pretty nice thick profile all across, height wise, width wise. It's just a stout little guy. But it's listed at 2 ounces. I got 2.2 on my scale, so that's still, I say, 2 ounces. You got an additional like 5 3/4 inch on this. Looks like just a rubber worm tail, but that's that. And the hardware that I obviously already took off, some probably generic split rings, and the hooks were actually decent hooks, but not what I want. But they're the Gamakatsu round bend bronze. They're a size 2, so they're a good hook, definitely a decent hook. But I'm gonna probably put some 56s on here, and obviously some hyper wires. Now, the reason I got this bait, above all, is not just because it looks so tight, like this, but after you watch this video, if you haven't seen it already, go on YouTube Moreau Baits 5-inch rat and watch this thing swimming on a straight retrieve. It's just dead nuts, on the money for something real. I mean, if you haven't seen it firsthand, go ahead and YouTube that. There's probably some videos on there of like rodents swimming. Look up like rat swimming or mouse or chipmunk, squirrel, whatever. Go see what something real looks like swimming in the water. And I can tell you what, it doesn't do this and then sit there and then making all this crazy commotion. Something real is just stealth, quiet. A little mouse falls in the water, it's not walking the dog and sitting there and walking the dog. He wants to get his ass out of there, so he's like, nice and smooth and silent, and just, all the commotion, not even commotion, but all the action's underwater. Its feet will be going, its little rear end might be wiggling a little bit, but up above the water, man, you're just seeing a little wake, a little head sticking out of the water, and this thing is just on point. I threw it in my pool yesterday, I swam it, it's just perfect. Head rides nice and high, it's a little, little back comes up out of the water, it's just, and you can make it really easily do like this little subtle bob, which is just perfect looking. I mean, I'll get some in the water footage for sure. And I got no problem with walk the dog baits. I love the technique, actually. Obviously, been around forever, and it's a slamming technique. Punkers, spooks, all that. But when you're trying to replicate, I mean, this is where I'm coming from, though. I'm trying to replicate something that looks as real as this. I'm not trying to make it walk the dog or swim like this. I want it to look real, and this thing does. I can't wait to swim this thing along some like flooded brush and some timber, overhanging trees along the shoreline. Just, man, I'm so amped about this bait. So like I said, I'm not knocking walk the dog baits. They obviously work. I use them, and you can walk this. I mean, this thing walks nice. You can definitely use it like that. If you're in the mood for walking the dog or whatever, no problem. This bait will do it nicely. But I'm going to be swimming it straight, probably 100% of the time when I'm fishing this thing. And you know, it's got a little rattle. It's got to be just a single BB in here. You know, I really noticed it when I was like making it do this, bobbing back to the, you know, bobbing back like on the retrieve, like doing this little bobbing while it was swimming. And you know, I prefer no noise really, but you know, your hooks are always slapping around making noise anyway. And this little click actually seems, it's subtle enough. It seems like it fits. You know, for the overall subtle presentation this thing is throwing on a straight retrieve. So I don't really mind it at all. You know, if you gave me the choice, yeah, I'd say no rattles. And again, like just like walk the dog, I'm not knocking rattles, but I don't want, you know, something super real to sound like a freaking rattle trap. You know, I think there's like an overusage of rattles and noise in general with fishing and baits. And you know, again, they have their time and their place. But with something like this, I want some realism. But I don't mind this little bit of clicking. It does. It's really not that bad. So there you go, Moreau Baits. Go check out his stuff. He's got some other nice baits. Nothing really for me because the biggest thing he's got is 5 inches. And like I said, I'd prefer this even a little bit bigger. But the way it swims trumps anything else. You know, for me, the way this thing swims is just so perfect. So that's why I got it. You know, but he's got a lot of other nice looking baits. He's obviously another talented, extremely talented bait maker when you're talking about realism. He makes like these birds too that I might actually get that. Now that I can see. I could see a bird hitting the water and being like freaking out, you know, where like it walks a dog in place a little bit. That might. He's got like some red-winged blackbirds, stuff like that. I might get down with that eventually too. But he's got some other good-looking baits though, even some smaller baits. Does a little mouse, a little like field mouse. The thing was just crazy looking. I thought about getting that just to have it, just because it's so tight looking. But anyway, yeah. I'll give you one last look here. The sick-ass realism. A disgusting little mutant baby arm. That's disgusting in a good way, because that just looks real. But yeah, I'm amped. I'm going to be throwing this thing this week. I can't wait. I'll get my money's worth out of this. Speaking of money, actually, real quick, the price on this is, I think, pretty killer. It's 35 bucks. I paid that plus $6 for shipping. So, I mean, I ordered directly from them. I know Tackle Warehouse has them for a little bit more than that, but get them straight from them, from his site. And $41. It came in a few days from Utah to New York. So, you know, thumbs up on that too. So there you go, guys. Hope you liked the video. Hope you like my little rat here. I'm going to be getting down with this dude this week. And that's that. I'll probably be throwing some videos up here again soon. I know I always say that, but I have some other stuff I want to share. So there you go. Take care, everyone. And see you soon, I guess.